comfortable. If you haven't watched part 1, you might want to do that. You don't have to. But there was just some serious, overwhelming ascension energy that I was trying to communicate, that was tugging at me, and I was trying to put it all together. And anyway, it's in the previous video, so you may want to go check that out. If not, you can just just watch this one. This is part 2 because we ran out of time to do these powerful oracle messages. So we're going to go ahead and read these and see what's going on here. So I don't know if I read any of them or not, but I'm going to act as if I didn't and read them all anyway. So this one is Double Mission, Channeling and Uplifting Humanity. I feel this so strong for you guys. I feel like you guys, I probably am not qualified to even articulate or translate this message, so, bear with me. I mean, if you look at the cards that we've gotten so much angel energy, so much ascension. It's like a calling. It's like you're being called. And maybe that's, I think that's somewhat happening to me too. And it's not real comfortable, I gotta tell you. I mean, you may feel like you're losing your mind. Hold on, sorry. Like if you're going through that major ascension or, dark soul or shadow, or it's not real comfortable. Okay, or it may be. Maybe you know what's going on. I think a lot of you are way further along than me. But anyway, let me just get you this message was so powerful. So let's see. And I love. Thank you so much for those of you that put left comments, because it's nice to have that support. I mean, like, it's make it or break it to feel the support. Otherwise it's kind of like I feel like I'm losing it, and don't know what I'm doing. But it also it's nice to have camaraderie with others that know what you're talking about and that are maybe going through the same thing. So thank you so much for the comments, and I encourage you to leave those again. So, okay, double mission, and that's how I feel a lot. I've even said that I feel like a double agent, because it's like I feel like I'm in between two worlds. So, the Pleiadians are a group of star beings dedicated to raising the vibration of the planet and sharing new consciousness through creations and technology. They have been incarnating on Earth since near the beginning of humanity. You are a soul who has a double mission: to grow at soul level and to raise the vibration of the planet. If you have been called to write, speak, or channel, this is your sign to keep doing it. It's like this message is so hitting home for me, because I have, questioned myself so much. So hopefully you guys are past that point. But if you're not, you're questioning yourself, there you go. Your work is divinely guided. All the souls, Pleiadians are the chattiest. And so perhaps you have already started channeling some of this work into the third dimension. Thank you for doing your part in the great plan. Your presence and unique light is needed. So you can help with your light work transmission by holding the card, if you have the card, but not hold your hand to your heart and say, I call upon Pleiadian consciousness of the highest realms and highest good of humanity to work through me. Let me be a channel for only the purest light of the essence of Source. Let me channel in a way that also serves me. So I also just felt, here's something else that just came through. Tapping into this energy, which I believe a lot of it is your energy, is a bit overwhelming for me. It's almost like I just want to turn the lights off and go hide, because it's just almost too much. If you're feeling discomfort, with your mission or your purpose, then I feel like saying just take a deep breath and know that it's going to become more comfortable. You don't have to fully embrace all of it. The scary part is that embracing all of it all at once. You just, allow yourself to embrace a little bit at a time, or to get acclimated a little bit at a time, something like that. So don't be afraid is a message that I'm getting. Don't dismiss it. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. You don't have to fully embrace it if you're feeling uncomfortable. That doesn't mean you have to completely dismiss it either, because I know for me, sometimes when I get these, upgrades, I feel like, oh, no, I can't go there, or that's too weird, or whatever. And you don't have to have all or nothing. You can gradually, get comfortable with it. So, okay. And then, I just said upgrades here. The next card is Awakening, Energetic Upgrades, a new way of being, integration. So that's a powerful word. Let's look at that. Integration. So integration is, feeling like what I was just trying to explain. I probably could have just looked at the card. Let's see. I also want to read this, which didn't come out in the cards, but just caught my eye. The purpose of, I believe, this deck is to increase the connection to your intuition, clearly hear the whispers of your soul, align your life to who you are at a soul level, and tap into the field of consciousness where all wisdom resides. By working with this oracle, working your light, your connection to both your own soul and your soul and the soul and wisdom of the universe will get stronger and stronger. Wow. Okay, so that as you adjust, to the upgrades and don't, feel like you have to understand it all at once, you will get used to it and it will become more comfortable. Acclimate. Okay, this is integration. I'm feeling, that's a little bit synonymous with acclimation. Yeah, I'm kind of, you guys, I feel, thank you so much for your encouraging words. I do feel scattered, and I listened to part of that last message. I was like, how do they even listen to this? Okay. So you are going through a period of awakening. Things are changing within you and at many levels. You are starting to remember ancient truths and discovering more and more about who you are and why you incarnated. You may find that you're experiencing past life flashbacks, seeing the invisible thread that is woven through all of life, or even feeling Kundalini Shakti rise through your body from the base of your spine. The most important thing for this time is not to overthink it and stay grounded. Share your experiences with, oh my gosh, this is so much what I just said. See, I need to start trusting myself more. This is just what I said, but more eloquently. The most important thing for this time is not to overthink it and to stay grounded. Share your experiences with like soul people while you consciously integrate them. Journal and pay attention to your dreams. You are remembering and your soul gifts are emerging. During this time of transition and awakening, you may be called to devote yourself to being of service. There are ideas, truths, concepts, books, and creations waiting to be birthed into this world. Stay open to receiving them. Pulling this card may be a sign that you are here to birth one of these creations into the world. Or perhaps you are being called to make a shift in your life in order to be of service. Don't think about it too much. Instead, repeat the following work your light activation. Okay, So this is where you would again hold your hand to your heart, maybe a hand to the sky, whatever you feel is connecting you to source. Visualize, the light coming through you, coming down into your hand, through you, back out to the universe, okay? And then you can say this: I surrender to my awakening. I allow the Shakti energy to rise from the base of my spine. I open myself up to the universe, using me in ways that delight my mind, body, and spirit. So this, because it says this, let me see if I can let you guys get a screenshot of that. But this is kind of telling me that that it might be good to do this while sitting, crisscross applesauce. Is that still something people say? With your tailbone to the ground, grounded. All right, make sure your spine is straight. The crown of your head is directly over your tailbone. Like if you need to straighten your spine, you can lift. Imagine each of your vertebrae like a pearl on a pearl, string of pearls, and then just like from the crown, lift it up. Okay. So this kind of reminds me when my crown chakra opened. I don't really share this story. It's a little embarrassing. Well, maybe not to you guys, but that's the thing is, not everybody gets this stuff, and we're caught. Some of us are caught in between the 3D, what's accepted in the 3D, and then the higher knowledge of the 5D and other realms. But I literally, and nobody had ever told me anything about this before, but I literally had a light coming out of the top of my head up to the universe. And I was so freaked out. I mean, I couldn't see it. I could feel it. I was so freaked out. I went outside and I ran. And it just freaking went with me. I ran. I didn't know what to do. I was like going, oh my God, I was so scared. And this was years ago, right? I guess this would be one of the, major points in my journey and my growth, or my realizing that I was different. If you guys know more about what that is, I would love your input. But anyway, so I went and ran. It followed me. I came back. I got in my car. I went to the church parking lot. I mean, I was raised Southern Baptist, so I've got a lot of, I was taught a lot about shame and guilt, and psychic is, straight from Satan and all this bullshit, which I have a lot of hang-ups and anger. I mean, anger about the manipulation, in that, and the religion being used to manipulate and gaslight and stuff. But I literally went to a church parking lot and nothing helped. I mean, I probably looked like a lunatic, which, running around trying to get rid of this light. And the earth literally pulled me. I got home, parked my car, came inside, still didn't know what to do. But the church parking lot did not help. But literally, I went, and I didn't know anything about grounding or anything like that, but I went and I sat on the ground, and I felt my tailbone, I felt my center, everything. I felt my body, and I felt that light, the light come through me from the universe, through the top of my head, through my body, and out of my tailbone, and I felt it connect to the center of the earth. And then I was like, it was like, oh my gosh, So, anyway, so that just reminded me of that. I thought I'd share that. So, let's keep going. Okay, so you got the no card. So there was something you were being questioned about, and I felt like it was something that was, like stifling, or something that you were having a hard time separating yourself from, or being overly loyal to, that wasn't a fit. So there was some sort of question you had that you got this note card. So let me read that. I may have already read that one. Maybe I read some of these to you. So this reading was I think I posted it yesterday, but filmed it the day before, and I was just zapped, totally zapped yesterday. So there has been a little bit of a gap. So, you are being called to either pause or say no. Yeah, I think I have already read this. Saying yes to something that isn't in alignment with you will drain your energy and your time. Hold out for a congruent, aligned 100% yes. Often we are looking for guidance to make a decision. It can be frustrating not to move into clear and considered action. However, timing is everything, and not receiving clear guidance is actually guidance itself. So lack of clear guidance is guidance, okay? We all go through times known as waiting periods. These times are crucial for our body to regenerate, the new path to formulate, and the universe to begin creating things on our behalf. You don't need to be plowing forward all the time to move forward. A potent, congruent yes when the time is right will put you ahead leaps and bounds. So don't force things now just because it seems like the only option. Take a breather and wait. The waiting is actually very productive, for when the time for movement comes, you'll be ready to dive right in. Use this time to regenerate and ponder what you truly want. Consider the options. If the options are not clear, don't fear, because this time is a gift. Use it to tend to your garden and take a rest. To take a moment from your busy life to clear the decks and prepare for the time in the future. For come spring, clarity will bloom, and you will have the reserves, the space, and the drive to say yes and act and move quickly. Okay. So it looks like there's a pyramid here in the background, but I'm also feeling like a tower. So there's something major that you need to say no to getting involved in, or something that your gut is guiding you to say no to, but you are maybe feeling a bit guilty. Also, let me show you guys this. So this is a little bit foreign to me. I didn't even know I had this. It's this deck. It's called Empath Activation Cards. Discover your cosmic purpose. So, but I pulled this 29 megalithic gateway. So you guys, if that pulls to you, you might want to look it up, or just FYI in case that resonates for you somehow. But this is a little bit above my comfort zone and knowing. So, okay, so trust the niggle. I feel like, because that word niggle was so strange to me, I feel like we may have read this one. Let's see. The lawnmower in the background. Why can't I find it now? Oh, there it is. Okay, hold on. So that niggling feeling, the annoying niggling feeling, that inconvenient, annoying niggling feeling, try as you might, it's there. And it ain't going anywhere. Most people spend years ignoring their niggling feelings, throwing their best dollops of stubbornness, ego, and post-rationalization to numb them out. It's exhausting. And until you face the niggle, I did read this, and I think it made me laugh again. It just makes me giggle. The word niggle makes me giggle. Okay. Life just throws you more bait to awaken it. Until you face the niggle, life just throws you more bait to awaken it. To draw your attention to the light within you that is bursting to come out, the niggle is an arrow pointing to what is standing in your way. The relationship, the conversation, the decision, the shift that needs to be made, the stone in your shoe. Often we feel the niggling feeling in our body first. So this is saying, it could be showing up in your body somewhere, okay? So there's a lot of pressure, I feel, like on, if you feel like you're being pulled or called to do this or be a higher being or a light worker, I feel a lot of pressure about it, and being qualified and having the right message and not messing it up. So I'm wondering if you guys are feeling that. Often we feel the niggling feeling in our body first. Many people think that intuition is something from the higher realms, but in fact, it is the body that is the intuitive one, working through our senses to deliver vibrational information. It takes just a moment every day to scan your body to receive the intuitive intelligence and act on it quickly. You're being called to face the niggle now. If you don't face it, the universe will throw something much bigger and more obvious in your path. And then you will likely regret that you didn't answer the niggle in the first place. Oh my God, I know it's scary, but you are safe. So this is saying to ask yourself, what is that niggling feeling? You can try and avoid it and stay unenlightened, I think. In the back, these two girls in the back look unenlightened. And this is like her higher self. Looks like she's accepting it, embracing it. I think some of you, I do feel like you guys are further, most of you are further along than me, and I'm, maybe somewhat of a baby in comparison, which is interesting that I'm getting these messages for you, but I feel like for some of you, and maybe even for you that are more advanced, there's a feeling of pressure and fear, or I want to say isolation. I hope not. You're not alone. You guys, we are all together in this, and we are all connected. Okay, I just want to show you what I was shuffling these, and oh look, ground yourself. So see, there is power in these. So these are just what was, this one flew out, and then I looked at the bottom of the deck. So it says cleanse and detoxify, which I got that for you guys, sugar. I'm trying to do a major sugar detox right now, because I am finding a very strong connection to my feeling of confusion and brain fog and the depression whenever I eat really bad. And it's not even about weight or anything like that for me. Right now it's mostly about how I feel and my energy levels and mental clarity. So brain health. So that was in the comments. So if you are doing that and you fall back, that's not a failure. It's just a little hurdle or a little bump that you just gotta keep going. So if you fall back, you just keep going. You might want to some of you might want to look into intermittent fasting or the benefits of fasting. Make sure if you are fasting, you have enough salt. Remember that, or let me just tell you what I feel whenever I fast and I struggle with feeling lightheaded. Sometimes it's because I'm low on salt and I drink salt water. I mean, I'm just telling you what I do. I can't really advise you on health stuff, but I can tell you this. There's a lot of evidence about nasal breathing, which a lot of us were not taught that, which I don't know why, but breathing through your nose, keeping your mouth closed, and breathing through your nose, it oxygenates the air. Somehow you get more, like, 40% maybe. Don't quote me on the amount, but you can Google this too. A significant amount of more oxygen, healthy air to the lungs, which is going to help brain function and every other kind of cell in your body. Okay. I wanted to add that if you are struggling to nasal breathe, and you read my comment about nasal breathing, when we don't use our nasal passages, it's kind of the atrophy. That means they stop, they close up. So if you're struggling, just know that it gets better. You just keep trying, okay? Don't put yourself in danger and breathe through your mouth when you have to, but just start being aware that, try and catch yourself, or, some of you this might really ring home. I have read a lot of neuroscience about nasal breathing, and have started doing it. And it was hard at first, and now I can do it even when I'm walking or exercising. Okay, so just wanted to say that. What was the other thing? Vitamin D, I think there's a lot of vitamin D deficiencies, and that's important for mood and clarity. Sunshine, okay, so if you're not getting sunshine, you might want to look into drops or vitamin D drops or something, but that's a huge component for someone, I was feeling. Okay, so with great love and respect, we ask you to detoxify your precious and sensitive body. At your request, will help you to develop life-affirming ways to deal with stress. So make sure you ask, okay? And this card came out. It floated out. I did not pull this. So this is a very strong, message from Spirit, because it coincides with what I was saying. And even before I sat down to do this reading. So at your request, will help you develop life-affirming ways to deal with stress, as well as ease any sorrow or shedding your old ways. Give your cares, worries, and concerns to us. Feel the beautiful grace of your newly purified body. And then this one says, ground yourself. When you detach from awareness of your body and the physical world, you become ungrounded. Although it's pleasant to float heavenward, your attention and work are needed upon the earth. We're helping you balance the spiritual material so that you can enjoy a fulfilling earthly life. This gives me chills, because this is what I was just trying to say. It gives me chills. Oh my gosh. We might have to just do, now again, I feel like I need to do, I don't like the readings to go so long because they're really hard to upload, and then it gets delayed in how long, when they get published. That's crazy. Okay. What appears to be a problem is actually part of your answered prayer. You'll understand the reasons behind your present situation as everything resolves. Trust in heaven's protection and infinite wisdom to answer your prayer in the best way. So powerful, because this is things that this is life purpose, I'm sorry. This is just crazy powerful, you guys. So detox, ground yourself. You guys are light workers. You're being called to do something big. It's scary is what I'm getting. Or maybe it's just I'm scared. But trust your inner guidance. There's a no somewhere around here. You're upgrading. You're getting upgrades. They might be making you very tired or fatigued. Don't give in to that too much. Embrace it when you need to rest, but don't let that become, a crutch to keep you from doing things you need to do, right? Just take the first step if you're struggling to get something done. And then there's something else you need to say no to, or now is not the time. Maybe your answer is just, now is not the time. If you're not, this card, when we read it, it was all about, waiting for a firm yes. So your answer might be not at this time, if you have to give an answer to something or someone. So anyway, you guys are on a big mission here. So I love you guys so much, and thank you so much for your energy and tuning in and trusting me with this message. And please leave me comments so